Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be going over how to get Euphemium or Euphorium, however you want to pronounce it, in HBM's nuclear tech mod. Now, Euphorium is pretty late game material and is used to make the best armor in the game, as well as other late game items, and is overall super useful material. And because it is needed in denatonium production, it is essential to get at some point. So, without any further ado, on to the video. Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to need in order to make scribidium is the scribidium clusters. So, whoops. So, I'm just going to let you guys look at the recipe real quick. Sorry. So, you need 4 scribidium ingots, 4 star metal ingots, and 1 ferric scribite ingot. So, the first thing I'm going to do is go over to my trusty old fusion reactor. And yes, you will need one. And you will have to use one of the cooler plasmas. So, as you can see right now, I'm using hydrogen deuterium plasma, and that is just so that you get your ionized particles. So if you are going to make a fusion reactor, please actually make it work, unlike me, because I'm just doing this for the purposes of this video. But you're just going to turn it on and let it run for a little bit. And so after that, what you're going to want to do is you're going to need your star metal. So all you're going to need is some saturnite and some meteorite powder. And now saturnite is made in a chemical plant, and meteorite powder can be found or mined from meteors that fall all around the world and are pretty common. So you're just going to get your blast furnace. I'm using nuclear for the sake of this video because it's faster, but a regular one will work too. And as you can see, it's starting to generate us our star metal ingots. So once you have a good amount of these, you can go back over and check on our fusion reactor and see if it has generated any yet, which it has not. So it usually takes a little while for this to actually make anything, usually about a minute or two. So because I don't want to wait for this, I'm just going to cheat them in, but this is how you get them through the fusion reactor, and I'll come back later and there'll probably be 1 or 2 in there. But anyways, what we're going to do is, so first of all, I have this chemical plant generating hydrogen peroxide, because you need these for all 3 of these machines here. And so we're going to need scribidium powder, sulfur, and the first 2, as well as hydrogen peroxide. Here, let me just grab a speed upgrade real quick. I'm sorry that I didn't do this beforehand. But as you can see, it is beginning to make us some scribidium crystallide or something like that. And then, anyways, so once you have this, you're going to get empty fluid barrel, which hopefully you guys will be able to find faster than I was. But anyways, once you get a decent amount of this, you can take it over here to this chemical plant. And for this one, you're going to be making scribidic acid. So you just have to take this scribidium crystallide as well as some ionized particles. I think that is... oh, right. Ionized... oh. Wrong slot. I'm stupid. Anyways. Once that is done, it will have made you some scribidic acid, which you then take from here and transport it over here with some iron powder. So this is all you need: your scribidic acid and your iron powder. Grab the speed upgrade, put it in there, and once you have from ferric scribite powder, you're going to need a lot of this. You're going to need tons of this material, by the way, because you need a total of 6 1/4 stacks of the scribidic cluster, which is 400. And so once you have a good amount of this stuff, you just put it in your furnace, and you're going to get your ferric scribite ingots. So then once you have these, as well as some scribidium, which you will obviously need for the ferric scribite ingot and the fusion reactor, so you should have plenty of this anyways. The recipe is as follows: ferric scribite in the middle, scribidium on the corners, and star metal is in the middle. So once you have this, you're going to make as many of these as you can, because you need, as I said, a lot of them, 400. And so you're going to get all of these, and the things you need are all of these 400 scribidium clusters, 1 custom nuke, 2 plutonium-239 ingots, 1 antimatter cell, which can be obtained in a cyclotron or from rarely in the spaceship thingies that crash around, which is probably a better bet. And so what you're going to do is fly pretty far away from anything that you don't want getting blown up, and you're just going to count 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I'm just going to use a wand so that you guys don't have to watch me place all of this individually. But obviously in survival mode, you would have. So once all of that is all placed, you want to try to find the middle. So it's very important that you find the middle. So I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is about the middle here. Doesn't have to be perfectly in the middle, but you want to get it as close as you can. And then you're going to get your custom nuke. You're going to place it down. And then you're going to put in 2 explosive charges, 2 plutonium-239 ingots, and your antimatter cell. Then you're just going to grab a detonator. Just the regular one will work fine. And then once you are plenty far away, you blow it up. And as you can see, it has not made too big of a crater, but it has left a good amount of balefire on some of these clusters. Now this one was actually on the unluckier side. As you can see, there's not too much of this, but wherever the balefire does land, you can see it is turned into Euphorium etched scribidium clusters. And so they're probably about 20-ish here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, somewhere around 25 to 30. And so once you have these guys, you're just going to centrifuge them. So you're going to grab your centrifuge, an infinite source of power, or not infinite, a source of power. And you're going to grab your, let's say, 32 or so, and you're just going to place them in your centrifuge. And as you can well, not yet, as you now can see, for each one, you get 7 euphemium nuggets, 4 scribidium powder, 2 star metal ingots, and 2 selenium nuggets. Now, this is by no means what you put into it. You're losing about 2 star metal per, and a lot of scribidium, but the profit is you get 7 euphemium nuggets per. And now, that is pretty much the entire process of getting euphemium. And now it is pretty long and not fun, but, you know, you get your euphemium now, and it does make quite a lot of it. And as you can see now, it's been a while. It's started generating some ionized particles. And now this does take a really long time, but as I will say, you will generate a load of power from this, so it's probably better to run it for a long time and finally put your ionized particles to use. And so, yeah, it leaves a medium-sized crater. And also, very big warning, make sure that you do not do this near forest, because this balefire will spread and it will burn down the entire forest and cause a ton of lag. So try to do it in a desert would probably be best. And if you can't find any deserts, then I don't know, I guess do it in some other open biomes, such as a snowy biome or a plains biome. But try to make sure you put out all this balefire, or make sure it does not spread, because that is a big issue. But anyways, as I was saying, it's a pretty small-ish crater, so if you do it far enough, or a little far away from your base, you should be fine. If you do it far enough, or a little far away from your base, you should be fine. It does just enough to make some nice euphemium. And so that is probably going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I didn't make too many stupid mistakes. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.